Hi, my name is Camilla Benavides, certified dog trainer, an AKC CGC evaluator, and soon to be Family Paws licensed presenter for integrating families with dogs and kids. So today we're going to be doing something very special for April, who is Mrs. Bush 0308. She's a follower of mine, and she actually requested this one for her Weimaraner. She said, what do I do? Because everybody thinks that my Weimaraner, or no wait, my Silver Lab is a Weimaraner. And she's like, I don't want them to think it's a Weimaraner. So how about if when I say Weimaraner, she plays dead? So if people come up to her and say, for example, is that a Weimaraner? And she goes, Weimaraner? She wants her dog to just plop over and play dead. So I thought that was pretty hilarious, and I just wanted to show you with my dog. So this is Nikki right here. I'm going to be using pepperoni treats. I went on a little haul today at PetSmart. I did a scope earlier about treats. Anyway, so we have 4 steps. The first step is we want to do a cue for our dog. So our cue is going to be for her, I guess for Mrs. Bush 0308, April, it's going to be Weimaraner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say Weimaraner, and I'm actually going to do step number 2. Step number 2 is I'm actually going to put her into a lay down. So feel free to give your dog a treat right here, right on the mat. So you see that she's laying nice and pretty, and do you see her hip being rolled over kind of a little bit to the left? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to step number 3, and step number 3 is going to be to make her take a treat to her nose and take the treat and move it towards her butt. So that means that when I move it towards her butt, she's going to kind of want to lay on her side a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and try to encourage her a little bit more. Look at that. Beautiful. She laid down right there. At this point, I'm going to give her more treats on the mat, breaking some stuff up. Notice I always had my fingers kind of right there in her nose too. I'm going to reward her for that. Okay, so at this point there is step number 4. You can get your dog to get on their back for a nice play dead right there, which is probably adorable as heck right now. But for other people who can't get their dogs to be on their back, go ahead and just get a nice side lay. So you can make sure that the tail's not wagging, because sometimes dogs be like, I'm playing dead, and their tail's going, and it's so adorable, it's so cute. I saw one on David Letterman once, and it's like play dead, and the dog just collapsed in his arms. Has anybody seen that one with the beagle? I think that went viral, I'm not so sure. So I'm just rewarding my dog for that, and then I'm like, up, up, up. Okay, great. So those are the 4 steps. I'm just going to go through them again, get some more treats. Keep focusing on Nikki real quick. I'm just going to go get some more. And April, this is all for you. Go ahead, get up. All right, good girl. So we're going to go through that one more time for anybody who missed it. My name is Camilla Benavides. I'm a CCPDTKA, CGC, and soon-to-be Family Paws presenter. And we're just teaching this dog how to play dead in a couple of easy steps. So our dog is already sitting. I'm going to say Weimaraner, because that's the cue I want for her to play dead. I'm going to tell her to lay down. Then the next step is I'm going to give her a treat first. Then I'm going to go ahead and make her get into a side lay, and that's treat to nose. Don't give her the treat. Move the nose towards her butt, and we're going to try to make sure that elbow right here kind of like moves over. So see how it's still kind of making her, you can kind of get that. So I'm still going towards the butt. Boom, that elbow got tucked. As soon as it gets tucked, I'm just going to make sure that her head is laying on the floor, and I'm going to give her a couple more treats right here. So it is a little bit of trial and error, guys. You play around with your dogs, okay? So you cue the dog first, and then you tell them what to do. Sooner or later, you're going to say, Weimaraner, or play dead in your case, and anybody else who wants to do it. And your dog's going to be like, oh, I know what the sequence is that comes after that. It's lay down, get on my side, and stay there, just like you see Nikki right here, and I'm not giving her treats anymore. And no, guys, she did not know play dead before this. She is my dog, but I didn't bother teaching her play dead, but it'd probably be good for Halloween, right? I don't know if anybody else is interested in doing that for their dogs, but okay, go ahead. So that is play dead. Thank you guys for joining me. If you want to see any more training tips, make sure to follow, make sure to give me hearts so other people can find certified dog trainer, giving lots of excellent tips. I did a scope a second ago about the best type of training treats that I have found, and so you can actually follow me at Cami Dog Training, but also catch.me/Cami Dog Training. It'll lead you to the previous scopes that I've done before, because they get deleted after 24 hours. Anybody who is new to scope, I just started 4 days ago. So thanks you guys so much. Did anybody have any questions? Right? So what's going on? Did you see the question?
There was one about dogs and cats.
Did somebody say dogs and cats, guys? Anybody who doesn't want to see, who's done watching the dog training, then you're good to go. Thanks so much for watching. But does anybody have a question? Lisa Bailey Brown, what's going on, sweetheart? Say bye to everybody. I'm a little doggy. She's happy on her mat. What was the cat question, sweetie? I didn't see it. I can probably go back on the replay, but I'll have to answer it in the next scope. We have a puppy who is 8 weeks old and a 4-year-old cat. The cat doesn't seem happy. Cats, they never seem happy. So what you have to make sure of doing is, did the dog already start chasing the cat? They usually start doing that. So for anybody who didn't catch the dog training tips, you want to cue them. So you can say play dead. You want to ask them to sit. You want to ask them to lay down. You want to get a side lay. And then you want to reward that as much as possible. And then you're good to go with your play dead. But you said no, he just barked and seemed scared. The dog barked at it. Okay, so that's absolutely fine. I'm really excited that your 8-week-old puppy who just moved into your house isn't scaring the resident cat by chasing it. Whatever you do, do not let them in a room together unsupervised. And if they are together and you are supervising them, make sure that that dog's on a leash. Make sure that you're easily, accessible to it, because I really don't want this dog to ever think that it's okay to chase a cat. And how do they know that it's okay to chase a cat? They chase it. Period. So if it chases it, it's like, hey, I can do this. But if it's on a leash and you have it, yes, the puppy right now is 8 weeks old and really sweet, but eventually anything that moves really quickly is prey drive. So you definitely want to make sure that you have your dog on a leash so that they never think it's a possibility to chase that cat. I have so many problems with that. My clients always tell me that. And the first thing is if you have an 8-week-old puppy, you're in the perfect position for that never to happen. So make sure that you're always having that dog on a leash, or make sure that the cat is always safe up above, on whatever shelving or something like that, and that it's not scurrying around the dog. That'll make it just go after it. So those are really, really good tips right there. So sometimes a lot of people like to put pet gates up, and you know how they do the resident dog interaction. So I got a dog and I got a new puppy, and a lot of trainers recommend put some gates up and make sure they see each other through the gate for like a couple of days before they even truly interact together. Same thing with a cat. So I hope that answers your question, Lisa. You have an 8-week-old dog, so please stay tuned for more stuff. I'll be doing other scopes, but just make sure to ask questions, and I'll be there to help you every step of the way. I'm a certified dog trainer, so you'll be getting some of this stuff for free, so I'd be happy to help you if you have any questions in the future. So guys, thank you so much. If anybody else has a question, thanks for tuning in. This was a very special video for one of my followers that requested this one. Very quick and easy, just had to, kind of do it over and over again to get her to do a nice play dead. And if you guys have any recommendations, no problem, Lisa. I'm happy to help. Stay tuned for more stuff and ask questions in the future. Don't be shy. Even with not puppies, older dogs. So if anybody has any requests, feel free to come in the future and ask for them. I'll be happy to help. Or you can just stay tuned for more dog training tips. Or if there's any dog trainers out there, make sure you say hi. Happy to build a little bit of a community here as well. So we kind of get to know each other and hang out and give each other tips and help other people that are in the chat room. So thank you so much. I'm going to sign off with Nikki. Hi, Nanny. Are you a little baby? Hi. Hi, boy. I'm supposed to say boy. I'm supposed to say boy. Did you find a treat? You found your piggy? You found your piggy? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, you found a treat. Let's get the piggy. Alright, you guys, check out catch.me/Cami Dog Training. You will be able to find some of my favorite treats that I like to give dogs, as well as potty training tips, my 7 potty training tips as well. That applies to older dogs too. Thanks so much for the hearts, guys. It helps other people find a certified dog trainer who's giving tips for free. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time for sharing more tips and resources and products. Bye, Nikki. Bye-bye.